So, first point of business. Yes, I'm doing laundry. I'm very sorry if it's obnoxious and you can hear it. Editing me will figure that out and then make the call of whether or not I will be multitasking laundry ever again. Long story short, I found an ominous pile of laundry behind, quite a few different things. But anyway, I'm very, very, very late on starting my December daily-ish. I am intending to journal in this daily, but you guys are supposed to see it every week on Monday. My Sunday went to absolute shit. And then Monday and Tuesday, my fiance was sick. So I had to take care of him and I couldn't bother with any of this YouTube-y stuff. So I have my journal here. I have a die cut that I have decided that I want on the cover. It's just washi taped down so I could paint on the cover because I found, my roommate gave me her acrylics. So I might be painting on that. That might be part of what you see next week on Monday. I've got a bunch of die cuts from a die cut pack. I've got the cut aparts from a couple of different paper packs. I've got some scraps of papers that I thought were cute. I've got some red because, as you guys know, this journal does not have a lot of red in it. Yzma. The little miss is here. Can we not? Can we let mommy film in peace? Please? Yeah, and then we got all of the border cut aparts and such here that I will probably wind up using like washi tape. I've got the washi tape that matches my paper pad, or one of my paper pads. I've got the washi tape that matches the paper pads that are Alicia's. I made her a journal as well. You'll be seeing that in a minute, or well, not necessarily a minute, but I will be filming that in a minute and you will be seeing it very soon. I've got quite a few of the Michaels washi tapes from last year's Christmas. Probably won't be using the silver Let It Snow, but everything else is probably free game because I don't mind using colored foils with like silver and gold. And then, yeah. Oh, and then I have, this is a tag from one of the papers. I have some ribbons and some cords and such. You can probably see them sticking out. All right, so let's get started. So I'm going to try and figure out the best way to write in this guy. I didn't really think about that when I made myself a 3-inch thick accordion book, how I was going to write it. I knocked something on the floor. Lovely. All right. So I guess we're just going to stretch the main of the book out and have the page we're working on in frame. That looks like a plan. Yep, no room for the last name. Young lady, get out of here. This pen is also not showing up the blackest. 2 seconds. We're gonna find the permanent pen and see how that works. I just dropped it and broke off the little grabber bit. This thing, this bit. All right, let's see how this works. It's definitely blacker right now. The ultimate question is, will I be able to be steady enough over what I have previously written to not make it look awful? Very rarely do I put both my middle names on things. You can definitely hear it going ham right now, can't you? That's fine. We all know what my last name is. Or at least everyone who'll be looking at this book. I haven't decided on a title yet, and right now, I only have one event, which is the 6th through the 8th. It's Epic Cookie Weekend. Please do hear that like a wrestling announcer. I'm not going to attempt to copy that sort of thing, but I have a friend coming over and she's going to teach me how to make the Puerto Rican version of Spanish cookies. And I'm going to teach her how to make some Norwegian cookies like spritz, and I'm also going to teach her how to make lefse. Hopefully I have the items for lefse on hand. Oh dear, we might have an issue. Alright, so now, there it goes. There it goes. I'll see if I can, I don't know, I don't know if I could remove laundry room noises. I'm not particularly technically inclined. Oh man. I think my allergic reaction might have been my candle. Did I tell you guys about how I was having a really awful allergic reaction last week? The week of Thanksgiving? And like my entire face felt like sandpaper, and I had no idea what it was. And then I turned on my candle because I wanted, you know, some nice Christmassy scent, and now my eyes are burning. So apparently with my candle, I'm allergic to that candle, which makes me not want to try the other candles I have either, especially not the other one I have that is from this same brand. Ugh. Alright. That's what I get for buying candles from Ross. I should just buy them from the lady in downtown who makes them by hand with real sales. Alright. So this is one. I stayed up past midnight working on this day, even though it was a Sunday. I'm really not proud of myself for that. I'm not following any particular prompt list. But I think I wanted to do something about dreams for day one, so I'm gonna write a bit about what happened on the first, and then I will write about dreams, probably like related to work. You know, now I'm wondering if I want to go all the way across or if I want to work across one square. I'm gonna go all the way across. Might as well, right? I mean, ultimately I wouldn't have been able to write about this on the first if I had done it on the first, but I'm pretty certain that if I had managed to be able to film on the first, I wouldn't have worked that late. I was compensating for not being able to film on Sunday by doing a like metric shitload of admin shit. That is actually significantly straighter than I anticipated this handwriting to be. without using a guide or anything. So I'm proud of myself on that front. I think I want to use something. Let's see if I have something to use to just block off and use as a little title space. Do kind of want to bring a bit more red to this page, so that's something I might just use one of the red pieces of cardstock to write dreams on. If I can't find anything else I particularly like. Starting to look like it will definitely be a piece of red cardstock, so I'm going to set that to the side as we continue through. These are things that I'm going to use for specific pages with specific, like Christmas pajamas, going to be a picture of everyone's Christmas pajamas. This is going to be like a picture of my fiance with the cuddling with the cats. This is going to be a picture of the Christmas decorations. I do also have another page soon-ish, I think actually around the 7th or the 8th, that with I cut apart from the paper pad that says, that's gonna be too much pink, that says Deck the Halls. So like this one might wind up being a photo of my office decorations and what I put up over here, rather than the rest of the house. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a piece of the red cardstock. And then I haven't exactly decided what that one's going to be, but maybe this one will be Christmas pajamas earlier in the month, and then this one will be like Christmas morning, all of us eating Christmas breakfast in our pajamas. Who knows? I'll figure it out. All right. All right, dreams. Of course, I don't have a paper to glue on top of with me right now, so we're just gonna get glue all over the desk. Also, if you're wondering why there is paint all over the desk, I was working on Alicia's journal and was doing some plaid sort of patterns on top of book pages and like whitewashing some book pages. In order to make it to where she could write on those pages. And before, I didn't lay down any scrap papers before I started, and then didn't realize that I was making a mess and getting it everywhere, so I was planning on sanding and refinishing the desk anyway. Maybe do it in a nice walnut stain rather than a cherry. All right. Okie dokie, I'm back. There's actually there's a funny amendment to this story. I was trying to explain to my mom, like, I was trying to show my mom that I want to do that. Like, that looks really cool. That's what I want to do. And so I'm trying to get her attention while he's playing with the manta rays. And she doesn't look over at the TV until it swaps? Whatever. Scene, and he's playing with he's like in the water with sharks. I can't recall if he was in a cage or if he was freediving with sharks, but either way, my mom was really freaked out that her 3-year-old daughter apparently wanted to go play with sharks. And I don't know if it was that we had one of the first cable boxes to be able to rewind, because I was born in 96, so this would have been 99. Was any cable company at that time capable of rewinding? I don't remember, but yeah. Or if we had been recording it, because at basically up until I was about 10, which is, I turned 10 the same year that he passed away. Steve Irwin, if you can't read my handwriting. So I turned 10 the same year that he passed away, and he is like my main reason for wanting to be a marine biologist, even though he himself is not a marine biologist. But he was like the main person who like showed things in the water, you know? Other personal heroes include Bill Nye the Science Guy, Carl Sagan, Neil deGrasse Tyson, the other guy that was a lot like Steve Irwin, but he always wore a blue shirt. If you know who the hell I'm talking about, please tell me. But yeah, no, I was obsessed with Steve's show, like every single one. Like, I know that he had like 3 or 4 different shows, and then every time another show had him as a guest, I always had to have that one recorded. When his daughter Bindu's show came on, I had to make sure that I recorded that and watched every single episode. Yeah, important. I also realized that I've missed crossing a couple of T's like an idiot, so, you know. What is your guys' order when you write in cursive? Do you cross your T's and dot your I's when you're done with the word or when you're done with the passage? Because I was sick most of 3rd grade, and 3rd grade was literally the only year that anyone ever bothered to teach any cursive. So like, I didn't know how to do a cursive uppercase I for the longest time. I was completely lost. So yeah, there's that. I should probably go buy some of those like children's cursive workbooks and actually work on them, but you know, maybe that will be part of December, is like I'm working on my cursive. Yeah. So I don't know if you kept up with that while I was writing it, or if you can read it, or whatever. But essentially that, when I was really little, I made the decision that I wanted to be a marine biologist. And then I became a bitter and angry and jaded 16-year-old, and I was like, you know what? I don't have the funds in order to go to college for the 10 plus years that this could take. I'm not particularly smart. I'm not going to do well. I have immune issues, so that's not gonna be helpful. No one actually thinks I can do this. No one thinks I can do this except for my family, which is not in the financial position to help me anyway. So rather than starve and be broke while playing a game that's stacked against me, you know, being a female presenting human, trying to get into a STEM field when I'm not particularly good at studying and I'm not particularly smart, you know, I would rather make art. I would rather be happy and starve than play a game that is intentionally stacked against me. There is a slightly more lighthearted bit between the two of these, but it appears that I have run out of journaling space. So perhaps we will move over to this little bit, even though the home and merry home here and the be filled with joy don't really make a lot of sense. So you know what? I think actually I'm going to steal this bit of paper from 2 and write it here and pull this up and like accordion fold. Accordion fold this guy to fit underneath this perfectly. And then we'll do the journaling about when I wanted to be a National Geographic photographer. That was something I wanted to do when I was, probably about 10 to 16 or so. I wanted to be a National Geographic photographer. On top of being marine biologist, because I thought that would just be like the coolest combo of things. You know, like I'm out there, down there, doing research and learning things about our world and all of that. And I'm also photographing, like taking pictures of all of those things, documenting them for people who can't come down because they're sick, or they're old, or they're too young. I have a lot of big feelings about National Geographic, so just bear with me if I get a little bit weepy. I think you can continually hear it in my voice. I get a little bit on the verge of tears because I'm a big weenie and I just cry about everything. World's biggest weenie, that's me. Alright, we're gonna... Hello. Yes, I am filming. Hemlows.
Oversight.
Oh no, are you late for work?
Nope.
Okay, but not yet. I'll be able to give you your journal today.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I'm sorry. I really wanted to film it.
I'm still asleep.
He's already at work.
Holy shit.
He works a double today.
Okay.
Yeah. So guess who managed not to remember to turn the camera back on while she was finishing up the page? All right. So you saw me glue this down. So I'm just gonna read this to you. In between the bitter teen and wide-eyed child, there was a me who wanted to be a National Geographic photographer. I thought I could help spread the joy and wonder that Nat Geo brought to me to others by becoming a photographer for them. How many people would see my pictures and smile? Every year, we think about next year's goals in December. What are goals but dreams we put hard work into? In 2020, I want to make my younger self proud by putting hard work into their dreams. And then I struggled for like 15 minutes to figure out how to close this. And then hole punched it, committing to tying it shut here, and then realizing that that was not a particularly wise decision because of the fact that this part flips as well. So if you have a good solution for closing up this type of hidden journaling space, please do let me know. I am relatively new to junk journaling. So yeah, so I need something to close up this bit, and I don't have like a crocodile or anything, so I can't like really reach on up in there and hole punch that in order to do it. I don't know, like, should I put like a bit of cardstock here to tuck it into? Like, would that work? Would that look nice? I don't know. You guys have advice on that. So, the other thing I said was that I will do the catch-up, what is today, the 4th? Yeah, it's Wednesday the 4th. So I will do 2, probably this extra page here, 3, this extra page here. These are mine and my fiance's Christmas photographs from last year. And this is the page that I couldn't bear to cut apart. So I thought it'd be good to put pictures there. And 4, and then I will catch up on that today, and then keep up with it daily until Sunday, and you will see me fill in Sunday on Monday. So I'll flip through everything, then we'll do a journaling page for Sunday, and then you will see it on Monday. Okay, that's how it's gonna go. The Monday videos are going to be last week in my journal. You're gonna see a flip through, and then a Sunday journal with me for the rest of December, and then I don't know, probably some of January you will also be seeing this same journal, and we will be like making a box for it, or some type of closure, or pasting in pictures, because I used free prints to get pictures. So you get 85 pictures all in one go. I don't take 80, you get 85 pictures a month. It's kind of insane. I don't take 85 pictures in a month unless I am doing a like restock Etsy release thing. And then I don't really want to put those pictures in my journal, except I think I had planned on putting those pictures in my November journal and then deleted them all like an idiot. So we'll see. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Have a good day.